What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me again. As you can see, we finally got our custom Hulkbuster and I am in awe for this piece. I mean, at first I was kind of like, man, I was thinking it was like just like another overpriced statue. But man, the work and the detail that went into this thing is pretty awesome. So we'll talk about the price and everything about it later. But we actually got everything finally put together. And as you can see, the Hulkbuster is here and it's absolutely giant. And I don't think this video is going to do any kind of justice, but it is a really large statue. And you can see it comes with its counterpart. This is a damaged version of the Hulkbuster. And really cool character. So you know there's a lot of Hulkbusters out there. You got Imaginary Arts, you got that famous XM, and you know, you got the new Queen Studios. And this one, you know, they all have their own characteristics. So I guess it depends all what you want. In my opinion, the Queen Studios just sheer size. Do I think it's really a dynamic statue like the XM or this one? It's just, it's a different theme. It's a different, it's just a different statue. You know, it depends what you like or what you want out of a statue. So I say there's a lot of action with this. And what's cool about this statue is interchangeable. So I could actually take this torso off and put it on this pedestal and take the damaged torso and stick it on here. So if I did that, it's gonna be about a 32 inch statue, I would say. So it'd be very large. I could say this is very heavy as it is. I could say my little carousel here can barely handle the weight of just this one torso. So, you know, I don't know how I want to display this, but there is a lot of versatile ways to display this. And I can say the commissioner of this is actually talking about making a standing lower body. So you could actually take this torso or this torso and put it on the standing body. So that would be a really cool addition. So let's talk about price real quick. 2,500 bucks. That's a lot. Yes, it is. And you probably saw this company had a Magneto on Throne, which was absolutely stunning statue. Got a lot of attention. Absolutely huge. So just depend, you know, on the reviews of that, I was like, you know what, let's give them a try because I've never ordered a statue from them before. And I could say I'm impressed with this. I could say there's a few little things that could have been perfected a little better, but overall it's a pretty good, well-built statue. And I like the versatility of it. You know, all the switch outs you can do. A lot of opportunity later, especially if they come out with that standing lower half there. Anyway, I was thinking possibly we would go ahead and take this apart and put it on here. I just don't know if I want to do all that work. And I don't even know if I trust this carousel to handle all that weight because it is a very heavy piece. So anyway, so can I justify $2,500 for this? At first I said no. And I really didn't want this statue, but after I received it in 4 boxes and all the giant pieces it comes with, I can see the justification for 2,500 bucks. Even if I was commissioning this, I'd be like, man, with all the giant engine and pieces and engineering material that goes into this, I was like, I wonder if even 2,500 is enough. You know, because I mean, if you take these pieces, I mean, if you take this arm here, I mean, it's just huge. I mean, you take this thing, it's way bigger than my arm. So it is not a small piece. This is a pretty giant ass statue. So it's worth the money, I would say. It'd be different if, you know how you get other statues. Can give a good example. Basically, like say this Thanos here, huge statue, but it's basically just 2 big chunks. You know, it's already done. You just put the portrait on. You put one hand on, he's done. Everything's just, I mean, this is a bunch of small little pieces. I mean, if you could see on the unboxing how many pieces are actually involved in this. And just imagine how much work it took to actually design, especially this piece here. So anyway, let's go ahead and take the camera and get some close-ups of this guy. I mean, we're not going to do a super intricate video. Just a quick overview. But like I say, this is edition size at 70, so there's quite a few of these. So check that out, an absolute behemoth. You can see a little bit of battle damage all throughout. Look at that arm. This arm is huge. I mean, it is huge. It's hard to tell on cameras, but man, it just absolutely giant. And I like the pose that he's in. Check that out. He's like in a kneeling position. He's in battle, and he's I forgot what you would call these, but really cool. You can see he has Ultron there. Very earthy, rocky base. You got Ultron kind of crushed underneath. Yeah, and then a lot of light ups. Light up. I believe that one lights up. There's little batteries that go in there. And then, but you know, I never do those, especially on the videos, because you can't really see them because the lights are so bright here. You can see a lot of details on the back, a lot of ridges, and I really like the color on this. So if you like the Queen Studios Hulkbuster, it's a lot darker than this. But I think this one has a lot more action, a lot more character. So, but I do like the red on this, that it's a brighter red versus the darker red and the darker gold on the Queen. Really cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at this other piece here. Here is the battle damaged, the damaged torso of the Hulkbuster, and you can see there, this all lights up here. There's two AAAs that go in there and actually lights up, but again, we didn't bother with that. And he's kind of coming out of the Hulkbuster there. He's kind of popping out of there. This is comic version Tony Stark. Let's go ahead and turn this. See how wobbly that is? That can barely take the weight. You got the head there, everything's just bent open. You can see what I mean? I really like that gold. It's that nice bright gold. You look at the ripped off arms, you can see all the mechanics in there. Let's go to the other side. Check that out. Really cool. Let's take a look at the back. Ooh, let's see. Awesome. So I've been debating if I want to actually take this apart and put it on this guy, but I kind of like this. I mean, I could have one really tall, giant, cool looking piece, or we could split it into two. I kind of like this. It's a really cool pair. And I like how they're at the same height. So if I take this is, like I said, it's probably going to be up 30 inches tall. Okay guys, we got everything put together. We got the torso switched out. So as you can see, man, I wasn't going to do that at first, but you know, after putting it together, you can see the end product is just a giant, massive Hulkbuster, and it's very dynamic with Iron Man just coming out of it, and it's just huge. So looking at the size of this thing, I've already measured it. It's about 30 inches tall, so it's pretty big. It's about 2 feet depth-wise. And width-wise from arm to arm is also around 2 feet. So it's a pretty formidable statue. But the base isn't too bad. This will actually fit on a standard size display shelf. So it is actually a pretty cool piece, like space saving for the size that it is. It is pretty big up on, more on the top than on the bottom. So before, you know, I ended the video, I wanted to go ahead and show you this. And man, I'm glad I did that because, man, I really like this configuration there. And check out the back. So you could just, we'll do, you know, doesn't fit in the camera all the way. If it's cut off, I do apologize, but I'm not gonna redo this. So that'll be it. So anyway, that's gonna do it. When I get this on display, I'll do a little video on it. And I hope you enjoyed Hulkbuster. I sure did. Awesome addition to the collection. Anyway, we have Batman on Throne coming. That was the Volunteer Arts one, though that used to be. This was commissioned by someone new, and we have a few more customs coming in that it's going to come in real soon, but that'll be the one that's coming first. So join me on that. That's going to be a really cool video because I really like this statue. It's very... actually, I read on Facebook I'm not allowed to say dynamic or presence or grail. So it's a cool statue, so join me on that, and we'll probably be doing that in the next couple weeks. So anyway, please subscribe. I do appreciate the support, and we'll see you next time.